The Menendez brothers could be released from prison as early as this weekend. They have their first ever parole hearings later this week, happening here in the South Bay. That is where the brothers are incarcerated. CBS 8's Jenny Day breaks down what we can expect.
The Menendez brothers live here at Donovan State Prison in Otay Mesa, and it's where they will appear via video conference to make their case to the parole board about why they should be released.
Potential freedom in just 4 days from now.
We're talking about one of the highest profile parole cases in history.
Convicted of killing their parents, Jose and Kitty, 36 years ago, Lyle and Eric Menendez will soon now go before the California Parole Board, who will assess if they still pose a threat. The two were resentenced in May, making them eligible for release.
I expect the commissioners to want to hear that acceptance of responsibility, that remorse, that promise that if they're released into society, they're going to leave peaceful, law-abiding lives. And that's going to have to come from the brothers themselves, not their lawyers.
I spoke to Neama Rahmani, former federal prosecutor and current president of West Coast Trial Lawyers. He says he's spoken directly to Mark Garagos, the attorney representing the Menendez brothers, adding it'll be the same two parole commissioners for each brother, and they are expected to be granted the same outcome.
Not only am I going to predict that they will be released, but I'll predict that they'll also have a reality show.
It is, however, ultimately up to Governor Gavin Newsom to accept or reject the board's recommendation. If denied parole, it could be 3 years before they have another opportunity.
The argument is a little bit more difficult with respect to Kitty, their mother, to the extent that she was complicit or knew or maybe even groomed the brothers. But certainly with respect to Jose, their father, if they were indeed abused, I do believe 35 years is a fair sentence.
Though they have 3 decades of good behavior in prison and full support from the victims' family members, the Los Angeles County District Attorney is expected to argue against their release, saying we need to be consistent with all violent offenders.
And really, this was premeditated. The different stories that they gave. Being sexually abused is terrible. It's certainly not a license to kill and to shoot your parents in the back of the head.
We are expecting a new photo of the brothers to be taken at the start of the hearing, but cameras otherwise will not be allowed inside.
Eric's hearing will be first Thursday at 8:30 a.m. and Lyle will make his case on Friday. We are expecting a decision that day. Reporting from Donovan State Prison, Jenny Day, CBS 8.